impromptu decision that I just decided to speak today. So my friendship or association with Gurudeva basically started in 2010, which is like a very small time that I got to spend with him. It started with my father, who came to London. It's funny because we're Indians, we're from India, but we came in association when we were in the UK. And so basically my father, he met the Gangamatas and he started to go to the temple, and we were in India and he came over to just visit us for Christmas, and I saw him chanting and I literally lost my mind at how is it that he's become all devotional, because I never really saw him doing these kind of things. And then Mom, me and Shreya were just like, okay, and we're just trying to understand what's happening. And then he just told us about Gurudeva, and he said, you'll understand everything, it's okay, it'll take time, and I'm going to go back now. But next week he's planning to come to the Delhi temple in Janakpuri, and you guys should go and meet him. So I was 10 years old, so I have a twin sister as well, and we went to Janakpuri temple, and my first interaction with Gurudeva was, he came in a white car, and I just saw his eyes. That's the first thing and the only prominent thing that I literally remember, and sometimes I feel that I'm so dumb not to understand these things when I was young, but I was young. So I saw Gurudeva's eyes and I was like, wow, so pretty. It was like blue, and his look, literally, I could, even though I was 10 years old, but I knew that when I saw him, you know, like someone who just reads you and knows what's going inside your head, and he's just like, okay, that's something which we need to work on. I could see that in his eyes. And you know, I was just 10 years old, so I couldn't really understand everything. But, and then we came to London to meet, like, my father, and we spent time there. So I would say it's very funny, but when we came to Pasto Temple in 2010, I met Sundananda Prabhu, Jagatan Didi, Yashaswini Didi, Ramananda Prabhu, a lot of devotees. That's when I started to learn everything about Krishna consciousness, about the Mahamantra, about the Bhagavad Gita. I started to attend classes, even though I'm from India and ideally everyone just like practices it there. So that's how my journey started. And then my father met Gurudeva for the first time after us in the Italy festival, which was Gurudeva's last European festival. And that's where he took Harina. And oh wait, I forgot. So when we were in India, we went to meet Gurudeva for the second time in Govardhan, and there I was so enthusiastic to learn about everything. I said, okay, I'm going to go meet Gurudeva, but first I'm going to take 108 rounds of the temple deity there, and then I'm going to go and meet Gurudeva. And I didn't know a lot, but I just knew that I'm going to meet Gurudeva and I'm going to get Harinam. And Gurudeva just asked me very basic questions. What's your name? I said, Shreya. And he said, nice name. And then, next question, do you chant? I said, I will chant from now onwards. And then he said, are you vegetarian? I said, yes. And then he said, good. And he just blessed me and my sister. And he said, keep chanting. That's like how we got initiated. And then we came to London, and then we did books distribution. We got a beautiful Sangha here. And I'm 25 years old now. And so when I left for college in India, we have a big picture of Gurudeva, and it was like a very normal ritual. I would always leave home, but before leaving I would just touch Gurudeva's feet and go. But I was so young that I could never really understand a lot. I was just following, I was just doing everything. And then when I left college, I just realized I forgot everything, and I got into this, this bubble that, I can figure out my life on my own, and, just take things in control, and it's all cool now. And then I did my undergrad from Chennai, and then I came to Leeds for my master's. I did a job and everything. I realized I was kind of separating from all of this, and I kind of lost touch of everything. And there came a moment where I started to feel very lonely, and I didn't really have my parents here with me, they were here, but then they went back to India. And there came a moment in my life where everything was going fine. I was doing well with my studies. Everything was normal, but I just didn't know something was missing. I got my degree, everything was fine. And then one day Kamladi said, why don't you come to Wales for Radha Ashtami? And I went there with my friends, and when we had Arti there, I started to cry, and I realized that this was something which I was really missing, and that was the thing that was like missing. And from that day onwards, I think Gurudeva basically, he kind of like said, okay, go enjoy whatever you want to, just go take it, but you'll realize you'll come back. And then after my degree, movements came in such a way that I came to London, I met everyone again, and then I also like started to, like feel happy again, and I started to realize how important it is to have a beautiful Sangha and to be like spiritually grounded and keep in touch. And when I went home, the moment I saw Gurudeva's picture, I literally realized that I used to touch his feet every day when I used to be in India, used to be around Sangha, and the moment I left home, and I just thought that, okay, I can do everything on my own, and like, it's all cool, I'll be very strong. I just realized that Gurudev was always looking after me, and he's like my friend, and I was so young to understand all of these things. I was like literally 10 years old, but I was just trying to see how things work. But I really now, whenever I look at Gurudeva, it still happens. When I look at his picture, I can see sometimes his expression just tries to tell me that, don't do that. So, yeah, that's like all I have to say. There's very many moments I'm just like jumping from topics, but yeah, that's all I have to say.